Hi, I'm Shelby Thompson, and this is my Module 4 CASA video. So we had to interview my principal, and we went over the rubric for the 4 R's. So the first one was relationships, and we decided that our building is transitioning because there's no formal mentoring for our teachers, but we are using PLCs and we do have character ed for our students, but we're still kind of in that transition phase of making sure that we're using it well. Next would be relevance. Me and my principal decided we were transitioning on that because there still needs to be some more vertical alignment across the K through 12 buildings. And we think that student engagement is happening, but it's not happening as often as we would like. The third one was responsive culture. We kind of put that in between implementing to transitioning because there's parts like early childhood and nutrition and wellness that we're implementing, but we aren't quite to transitioning yet. And I'll dive deeper with those in a little bit. But we did put district climate and the leadership higher up because we do have a playbook and a vision as a district, which is creating hope and success for every child. And we do have a playbook to where we have steps and things that we're going to do in order to achieve those things. Next is rigor. We put that as transitioning. We do have a person who is doing CTE and creating internships and shadowing opportunities for our kids, and we are creating a lot of pathways for our students. We are using data in how we are planning units and things for our students, but we could be using some more data in maybe behavior and discipline and things like that. So, the second question was, what is your principal's leadership style? I say that my principal is an authentic and participatory leader. He's very authentic in how he approaches people and how he builds relationships with those around him. He never really decides things on his own. He always brings things to staff and leadership team and has people decide on that so that there's buy-in from others. He also doesn't mind getting in the classroom and guest lecturing or guest speaking or being like, for example, we do Shark Tank every year, and he's always on the Shark Tank team and weighs in and helps critique our students in the classroom. So finally is, what areas for school improvement did we identify? We identified early childhood and nutrition and wellness as the 2 areas that were in the implementing areas. We don't really have an early childhood presence in our district right as of now. We're working towards that. And nutrition and wellness isn't really that much of a focus either. I mean, I know we have school lunch programs and things like that we implement, but it's not a focus, I would say. So what I would do first is I would make a wellness committee, because that was one of the things on the rubric that I noticed that we don't have for our district. I would also try to involve students in this by maybe having their PE classes go out into the community and teaching aerobics at the senior center, or maybe a Zumba class in the evening for single moms or things like that. I would also want to create a food pantry and maybe some cooking classes. We do have a food science class, and I think that would be cool if they could do like a cooking class for those in the community. So that way it's bridging the gap between student involvement and community involvement. And then 2, for early childhood, I would offer pre-K and daycare services for those in the community and helping parents in poverty by offering it for free or through public education to make sure the students wouldn't be behind. So the standards that I picked were MOS 1C, which is develop plans to implement long-range plans for the school. ES 1B, which is advocate on an analysis of the complex causes of poverty and other disadvantages as a respectful spokesperson for students and families within the school. And then TL 2B was using evidence-centered research and making curricular and instructional decisions. And that would be for the early childhood experiences. So that's my presentation. Thank you.